What's going on, guys? Mika Rides here, and after 3 years of waiting, I've finally been able to ride Top Thrill 2, and yeah, it was incredible. However, the elephant in the room and the main question that a lot of people want to know is it better than the original? And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a coaster battle between Top Thrill Dragster and Top Thrill 2. And at the end of it, I'm going to give my actual opinions on which one I think is better based off like my experiences, my opinions, and not going off of categories. But yeah, let's get right into it. First things first, let's go over the scoring. You can earn up to 2 points per category, and you earn more points depending on how much better the winner of the category is than the loser. So if we were comparing Millennium Force to El Toro, I'd give El Toro 2 points for airtime because I'd say El Toro has much better airtime than Millennium Force. But if we were comparing El Toro with Sky Rush, El Toro would only get 1 point because Sky Rush also has crazy airtime. But with that, let's get into the battle. The first category is going to be the Midway in the area surrounding the ride, and I'm going to give this point to Top Thrill 2. TT2 has a fantastic atmosphere around it with the brand new painted Midway, all new signs, the red and white little roadblock barriers, things around it, whatever you want to call it, and the entrance portal is fantastic. However, I'm only going to give 1 point to Top Thrill 2 because the fact that Top Thrill Dragster's area around it was just so nice. There would always be a bunch of people waiting for Dragster to launch, and just people sitting in the bleachers watching you. You'll still get that on Top Thrill 2, but people would always line up right next to the train and video you going. It'll still happen, but it won't have the same intensity with the loud engines in your ear. But yeah, it's so awesome, and Top Thrill 2 wins this category by a point. The next category is accessibility, and just right off the bat, 2 points to Top Thrill Dragster, because Top Thrill 2's locker policies, everyone really knows. Like, everyone knows about it already, and I'm sure most people don't want to hear about it that much, so I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, you get the gist. Basically upcharged because you can't have anything in line with the metal detectors, and you can't go on it if you're wearing flip-flops. So yeah, extra 2 points to Top Thrill Dragster, and it takes the lead. The next category is trains, and this one took me a while to think about, but after going over a lot of aspects and how the trains affect the ride, I'm going to give 2 points to Top Thrill 2. Now, you're going to have to hear me out on this one, because I know a lot of people like the Intamin T-Bar. However, this one took me a while to think about, but ultimately I decided 2 points for Top Thrill 2 because of the fact that I felt with the lightning trains, you can't really get stapled. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like getting stapled is kind of like non-existent, and with how airtime prevalent the ride is, and well, I'll get more onto the airtime later, but with how strong the airtime is on Top Thrill 2, not getting stapled is a big pro, and I feel like the lightning trains really leave no room to get stapled, if that makes sense. And the Intamin T-Bars, recently I've been feeling that it's really easy to get stapled on it, and it seems like most of the time the ride apps do it by accident, and sometimes not trying to really do get stapled, and there's like no lateral support on the Top Thrill 2 trains, so they're kind of like the old Skyrush trains, just with a more comfortable lap bar. And yeah, I think that definitely wins because Top Thrill 2's trains actually affect the intensity of the ride. Like, you see it on the drop in the spiral because of the higher center of gravity, which makes the spiral more intense and more stuff. But yeah, I'll get more onto that per stuff later. But overall, I think the lightning trains are just better trained than the Intamin T-Bar. The next category is the launches, and I'm just going to say, if I could give 5 points to Top Thrill Dragster for this, I would. But I'm going to stay fair to the system and only give TTD 2 points. But yeah, the launch on Top Thrill Dragster, in my opinion, was one of the best coaster elements in the world, and I don't think anything could really top that. So I don't have to think about it, but I don't want to discredit the launches on Top Thrill 2 because they're both fantastic, or I guess not both, all three of them are fantastic. Well, maybe not all three, but the last two are definitely good, especially the backwards launch. But yeah, Top Thrill Dragster wins this by a landslide. And the next category is going to be duration, and I had to add it, and it's obviously going to be 2 points for Top Thrill 2, but you can't really mention the two without talking about the length, so I'm just going to give 2 points to Top Thrill 2. You know the gist, way longer than Top Thrill Dragster. PTD was 17 seconds, and I think Top Thrill 2 is about 2 minutes, so yeah, we don't have to talk about this one much, but 2 points to Top Thrill 2. And the next category is definitely an interesting one. It's the drop, and I'm just going to come out and say it. This is my favorite part on Top Thrill 2, and obviously I'm going to give it 2 points because of that. But right here, look at how fast it goes over the top at. And on this spiral down right here, since the trains have a higher center of gravity, the spiral down just becomes even more crazy, especially with the little lateral support on the trains. The trains amplify this drop so much, and the extra speed over the top hat just make this all around one of my favorite drops of all time, honestly. So yeah, this is going to be 2 points Top Thrill 2, and it's one of the best drops ever in my opinion. Next up is Smoothness, and I'm going to give Top Thrill 2 just 1 point here because I don't think Top Thrill 2 is a smooth ride by any means. I'd say it's kind of shifty and kind of like side to side. I don't really know how you want to call it, janky, but Top Thrill Dragster was also kind of rattly by the end of it. It was kind of more of like a headache-inducing kind of shake than Top Thrill 2's. So I'm just going to give the point to Top Thrill 2, but I'm not going to give it 2. The second to last category is intensity, and I went back and forth for a while on how many points I wanted to give here, and I eventually settled on 2 points for Top Thrill Dragster. And really quick, I don't want to downplay Top Thrill 2. Like, I know I've said this a few times about Top Thrill Dragster, like, overtaking Top Thrill 2 in the category, but I don't want to downplay Top Thrill 2's intensity. The backwards launch is crazy intense, and the drop is ridiculous, and it's overall an intense ride. And I'd say it's, like, one of the most intense rides at Cedar Point, and one of the most intense rides that I've rode. However, that just shows you how crazy Top Thrill Dragster's original launch was, because that literally felt like you were being shot out of a gun, and, like, hit in the back by a truck. So, like, I don't really know how you could say something's more intense than that. But in my opinion, that's like as intense as things get. So I'm just going to give that like all the points here. So yeah, I'm not trying to downplay Top Thrill 2, but Top Thrill Dragster was just a different beast. And the final category of today's coaster battle is going to be views. And I'm going to give this one a tie, because on Top Thrill Dragster, you kind of stalled at the top of the top hat, and you were able to look around and stuff. And on Top Thrill 2, you don't really get that. However, you get the spike on Top Thrill 2. So overall, I think the views even out. So that's going to be the end of the coaster battle categories, and Top Thrill 2 comes out on top with a score of 8-6. However, I want to talk about Top Thrill 2 versus Top Thrill Dragster, like in my actual opinions really quick, because in the end, I think it's all down to preference, and I'm going to say that overall, Top Thrill 2 is a better ride. However, Top Thrill Dragster had my favorite element out of both the rides in being the launch. So yeah, that's my final verdict on both of them. Like and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me up in the future, especially this mock rides video that I'm working on. It's more scripted and put together, well edited. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss that, so subscribe. Go check out Robbie on Twitter, he made the thumbnail for this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.